Hello and welcome to season 2, episode 5 of Gridiron Entertainment, the official podcast where we talk about football and football only. I'm Omar.
And I'm Mo.
And we are back with another episode, finally free from all the schoolwork. That's why I haven't been recording. That's why we haven't been recording, just school for me. Actually, just got done recently last week. It feels really good. So, I'm about to be a college graduate next week. So, that feels really good. It feels really good. Mo, what's been going on with you, man? How you been?
Oh, very good. I'm happy we could finally start doing more Gridiron Entertainment episodes.
I agree.
And football's about to start.
We're very close. We got college football coming up later this week, and we're excited for that. And NFL is less than 3 weeks away, which is great. And let us get this episode started. So we have to talk about breaking news from earlier today. Jaguars rookie running back Travis Etienne is out for the season with a frank injury. Done and dusted for the year. Very unfortunate because he was supposed to be that gadget player using that offense. And now just to lose that piece, it's kind of insinuating, but it's kind of annoying. But I still believe James Robinson is RB1 for Jacksonville, still to this day.
Yeah, I'm glad. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not wishing injuries on someone because that's very bad. Mm-hmm. But James Robinson, I'm glad he's gonna be the RB1, and this is good for fantasy purposes. And I'm just glad because when Travis Etienne got drafted, his stock went all the way down, but now it's back up.
I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of the Travis Etienne pick in the first place. I really think
that was a terrible pick.
I'm not going to say it's terrible just yet because he's still a rookie. If he does not perform in the net, after, because he's done for the year, and Jacksonville is most likely not going to make the playoffs because they're still really, really bad. Most likely Travis Etienne in year 2, if he does not perform when he's healthy, then it's going to be a big problem because it would have been a big waste of a first round pick. They could have picked a defensive player to help with that defense because it's still really bad. They could have picked an offensive lineman to help their new franchise quarterback who hopefully will be there for the future. But it's not a good start in Jacksonville right now for Urban Meyer. It's a really bad start. You don't want this. Injury is the worst thing to happen to them right now. Is it the end for them? I don't know. But at the end of the day, I still don't think Jacksonville is going to contend anytime soon. They're going to need a lot of time. And
their O-line is still really bad, and their defense
is still very atrocious. They're probably going to be a top 3 pick next year. I can see it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So but we really do hope Travis Etienne gets better, and hopefully this does not derail his NFL career. This does not hold him back for the rest of his NFL career. Hopefully a very long career for him. Staying in the AFC South, we got to talk about Deshaun Watson. FBI investigating allegations against Texans quarterback Deshaun Watson. There is possible extortion. Now, Mo, I was reading these quotes to you earlier about how the FBI is now involved in Deshaun Watson's allegations or supposed allegations. And apparently it's against Tony Busby because I think that he might have something to do with this. We've all been saying this. I think we've been saying this since this come out in March, right? We've all been saying how it's kind of planned, how it's really weird and it's complicated, and how maybe they're money grabbers. That's what I thought, because Deshaun Watson never got in trouble before. I've said this a million times. He's never gotten in trouble in high school, in college. He doesn't have a criminal record at all. So it's just a very surprising thing to me. So Mo, do you think the FBI investigating this is a good thing, or do you think this is a bad thing?
Well, I guess it's good because it could make the investigation go by faster, because it's taken really long. When did this start? March?
Either March or April. It's been so long.
It's been very long. And I'm glad. So I'm glad that they're getting involved because it could hurry up the investigation. And hopefully we could finally have like a true answer to this entire thing.
Me too, because I feel like for Deshaun Watson, I mean, Deshaun Watson's actually been really good in this investigation. He has not said one word about it. Like he has
At least he's
kept,
like still practicing with the Texans as well.
yeah, like he's kept quiet. I think the NFL, I don't know how long it's going to take until they actually get involved, but I think they're waiting to see what happens with the investigation and then they're going to jump in because like if Deshaun Watson did not do any of this, right, then the NFL is going to be like, oh, you know, we don't have to get involved. He didn't do whatever. Maybe they'll give him like, I don't know, like a 4-game suspension or something. I really don't know unless he actually like did something like without consent, but I don't think he did because I don't think he's dumb like that. I think he's a smart guy. I think he knows what he's doing. And I'm team Deshaun all the way, bro. Like he has like we need Deshaun Watson in 2021. Like he has to play. I mean, hopefully not on the Texans because I mean, if I were him, I would leave. Like still leave. Like I would honestly, if he's still on the Texans, I'd sit out. Like would you really want to play for a team that's trying to like sabotage your career?
And they're trying to tank as well. So like there's really no point in being there. And you said like that they're investigating uh the accusers or the victims.
Basically, what I have here on the article, I'm gonna pull up for you right now. Just give me like a few seconds to find it. It's basically apparently with the whole thing, Tony Busby was reached out by the FBI. The FBI reached out to him. Deshaun Watson's lawyer spoke. They're communicating well with them. Like they're listening. They're doing all that. They denied allegations. And basically, I think they're all being investigated right now at this point.
Yeah.
The owner's being investigated. The attorney's being investigated. Watson's obviously being investigated. And yeah, it's just a very complicated case right
How
now.
long do you think this is until it ends?
Man, I really with cases like these, like they can last forever. Like that's like the big issue. You know what I'm saying? Like they can last a long time. Sad to say, like I don't think we'll see Deshaun Watson play this year. It's just inevitable at this point. Just because like of the whole investigation, he's just not going to play.
Well, I mean, the season's about to start already, so like obviously he's not gonna like start or play at the beginning of the season.
Well, anyway, there's also another article that says that he's been practicing by himself on a separate field. It's not like he's practicing with the team.
That makes sense.
I would do that too, honestly. Like with all this
Does he
stuff.
just not talk to anyone?
I mean, he doesn't talk to reporters, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, I mean, there was that video of him getting like he was mad at
The media. Wait, what did they ask him?
they
Or were
didn't
they
say
just
anything.
filming? They were just filming him.
Yeah, he was like, "Why you guys keep filming me every day? It's the same thing."
Yeah, obviously. I mean, why do you think, Deshaun? There's people accusing you of massages. That's why. What do you think? Like, do you think they're gonna go away? They're gonna keep their cameras on you. Like it's just so weird, man. It's just so weird. So
It's very strange.
it's very strange. I don't know how long it's gonna last, bro. Like, if I'm being completely honest with you, I really don't know. Like, I don't think we'll play this year. That's like my take right now. Like right now, I don't think he's playing at all this year.
I mean, if he does play, then it's probably gonna be like towards like the middle of the season or the end. I mean, I doubt it. I think he's not gonna play at all.
Look, before like a month, like a few weeks ago, right? The Eagles were in talks to get Deshaun Watson, like because they have the Eagles have the most assets to give. They have potentially 3 first-round picks to give. If Carson Wentz plays 75% of the snaps, they're gonna have 3 firsts. Now, that's worth it for the Texans because that's what they want. But apparently, from an article I read a couple weeks ago, apparently they pulled out of talking about Deshaun Watson, the Texans. They like just removed him from the trade talks. They're not talking about any of that. And they're like, you know what? We're going to see if Deshaun actually wants to stay, which is really dumb. Like, I think it's very stupid how they would say that. You should
I mean,
honestly.
he literally even said
I don't want to
Yeah.
play for the Texans. He literally does not want to play for your team. Just let him go. But the problem is like other teams are also very hesitant because they don't know what's going to happen next. So that's why a trade can't happen too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they can't really like, because if look, if right, let's say like the Dolphins, right? Let's say they give like 2 first-round picks, and then Deshaun Watson's accused, whatever. He's NFL, like they kick him out, like he doesn't play in the NFL ever again. Those 2 first-round picks, like what happened to them? Like they're gone basically.
That's just basically a robbery.
It's a robbery. So I honestly right now, until this FBI thing gets cleared up, I would not take a chance. I would wait, see what happens with the investigation. The FBI getting involved is actually a really big thing. Like this is really big.
I was actually really surprised.
Yeah, me too. I would just assume that, oh, you know what, it's gonna go to court, it's gonna do this, but no, the FBI is involved. Maybe they're trying to speed this up or something, you know?
Well, good.
Yeah, it's just an annoying story to read every day. It's just like leave Deshaun alone. just like I'm still on Team Deshaun, like right now. Unless he did it, unless he did it, then I'm not.
I mean, it's
but
still
yeah.
innocent until proven guilty.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm
He
still
hasn't
on
been
that.
proven guilty yet.
I'm on that bandwagon right now, innocent until proven guilty. Now, if he did it, then okay, yeah, he messed up. But if he didn't, then he didn't do it, you know? So
I mean, I just don't see why he would do it.
I mean, yeah. I don't see why.
Oh, and
With
also,
that many-
I want to like bring up something.
Yeah.
Like I saw like a video of like one of the victims. She was like talking about it, and like I noticed that she stuttered a lot. She was like she stuttered a lot.
She got
And,
paid
like,
by the owner pretty much.
I'm not trying to say anything, but I mean, if you want to like try to defend yourself, I feel like stuttering one isn't the best idea. I mean, she could be like nervous, but like, I mean, if you're confident that he did something to you, I don't think you would stutter.
Honestly, bro, here's how I see it. I feel like if I were I feel like those girls, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, I think they bragged. 110% they bragged. No way they're like, oh, we got traumatized and oh, like first off, you're massaging like a top 3 NFL player, right? And I'm pretty sure you gave if he did do anything with him, I'm pretty sure they gave consent. I'm pretty sure they did because first off, I'm pretty sure they know who Deshaun Watson is. Like if they bragged about it. Remember, I remember like we did a show like a couple months ago. We were talking about this and how like one of them was bragging about how they were able to massage Deshaun Watson or something. Do you remember that? I think you remember that, right?
Yeah, it was in like messages, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So bad. Like it's just 22 women. Like I don't know. It's just I need this to end. Honestly, I'm tired of it. I need it to end. But let's move on because I don't want to stay on this topic because it's honestly something we can talk about forever. But there's like other news we got to talk about too. So let's move on. Let's talk about some of the rookies in the preseason. Which rookies stand out to you, Mo? Like which ones have been standing out to you so far?
Justin Fields for sure. Trey Lance, but like his receivers are so bad.
But then again, is he playing with twos? Is he playing with twos or is he not playing with the twos?
I don't know, dude, but the receivers are so bad. Like they keep dropping balls.
Yeah.
And like he threw a pick, but it was literally the receiver's fault. It wasn't his fault at all.
Mm-hmm.
Zach Wilson surprised me a lot. Yeah, pretty good.
Me too. He surprised me a bit because I remember people were just calling him they were like calling him out in the media how he's like throwing terrible passes in practice. So yeah, I like what I see from Zach Wilson so far. It's preseason still. Like I can't determine how these guys are gonna do it when all starters are playing. Justin Fields, I feel like is NFL ready. I don't know why. Like I just think he's ready to go. In my opinion, like he's so NFL ready. Him and I feel like Trey Lance. Like I think Trey Lance should start like ASAP because Trey Lance with what he like did in the first preseason game, he did pretty good. Like he did.
Honestly, I'd probably start Jimmy G to like start off the season.
Okay, how many weeks until Trey Lance takes the job?
I mean, if they win games, I wouldn't see why you would get rid of him or bench him.
Yeah,
it depends. I mean, but like probably like halfway through the season, maybe if Jimmy G regresses,
or if he gets hurt, because I mean it's inevitable that I'm not saying I hope he gets hurt, I'm just saying, like, he always gets hurt.
Yeah.
Last year he got hurt. The 1 year where he tore his ACL because he like tried to make a stop and he just buckled his knee and then he tore his knee, which was terrible to see. And anyone would have ran out of bounds. He didn't, but it is what it is. But yeah, like Zach Wilson, we'll see what happens with him. Like the Jets are still going to be pretty bad because they're the Jets and they got a long way to go.
Dude, did you see that TikTok where this guy, he asked Jets fans what the record will be, and someone was like 8, we're gonna win 8 games, and someone was like, we're gonna win 10 games. Like, no,
I
they're
mean,
not.
First off, okay, Carl Lawson, we'll get into that later. Like he's out, and I mean, they're suffering a lot of injuries. Like they're kind of deflated at this point. Mekhi Becton as well, who was great for the Jets last year, offensive lineman. He got hurt, so he's out of practice for now. So it's not looking good. Right now, it's not looking good. So yeah, like the rookies, the only one I didn't like, I saw Trevor Lawrence play last night. I did not like the way he played.
Why?
He did not make the best reads last night. He did not make the best reads. I remember there's one play, he's rolling out in the pocket. I don't know what he's looking at, but he throws it to a receiver that's double covered, like in double coverage. So
dang.
Look, I'm not trying to bring down Trevor Lawrence. I think he's gonna be fine. It's just Jacksonville. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like it's Jacksonville. And we'll see what happens with him. But I like Justin Fields. Like I'm on the Justin Fields bandwagon, not only because he's in my dynasty team, but because he's actually doing a pretty good job. And I think he should start for Chicago.
I mean, he did get like destroyed on that one hit.
Was that really his fault though?
No, I'm just saying. I mean, it was a flag, but like he got destroyed.
Yeah. It's okay. Like it's not like. See, I remember in his first, like in his debut, I remember like he fumbled, but he lost the ball. Yeah. But
I mean, I hate the Bears. Obviously, I despise the Bears. I hope they suck for the rest of eternity.
Yeah, I know.
So I mean, I really don't want it to do good.
Obviously, you wouldn't want your team rival to do good. Who wants that, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pissed off at the Broncos because they could have easily gone him. But no, they let the trash, terrible Bears get him.
Yeah. And the Bears traded up. I think the Vikings, by the way, were trying to get him. So I don't know if you remember
Screw the Vikings.
Yeah. Man.
Trash team. What a joke of a team.
Yeah. But who else did really good? We got to talk about Jamar Chase, man. He did. Ew. Like, no. Hey, look, it's only like he dropped like 3 easy passes. It's fixable. He'll be fine. Jalen Waddle was scary because he almost
got hurt.
Yeah. Didn't he almost break his ankle or something?
Yeah.
Was it the same ankle? Was it the same ankle?
Yeah. Dude, that was so close. He could have broken the same ankle. But I mean, thankfully he got up and he's okay.
Yeah, that was scary. So
that would have sucked.
Yeah, I know, right? Again, the same ankle that, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, that would have been terrible. Anyone else? Running backs? Anyone else stand out? Oh, Najee Harris.
Oh yeah,
Najee Harris is
Parsons.
Oh yeah, Michael Parsons is doing really good. He's doing great for Dallas. We'll see. The Dallas defense is still not going to be great, but I mean, it's good that he's doing great on the defense. And also on Najee's killing it.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, Najee's been balling out. He's reading the zones right. He's reading.
Dude, I'll be honest. This running back class is really not that good.
Honestly, Najee Harris is probably like the best one.
Yeah.
He's like the one where I'm like, yeah, he's a
like
beast.
It's like he's the best one. It's not even close.
Yeah.
Like there's a huge gap between him and the second best.
Exactly. So, but yeah, man, the rookies so far, I mean, they're looking all right, but hopefully like more improvements later on. We still got 2 more weeks of preseason to go, and then we got the regular season. So I'm excited about that. Let's talk about Cam. So he is not practicing for this week because he misunderstood the COVID protocols. So what I read is that he got a medically approved like meeting or something, right? And he was supposed to go meet with the person, and apparently He broke COVID protocols. He did not understand them, misunderstanding. Mo, what do you think about this for Cam? Like, I obviously he's fighting with Mac Jones for the starting job. Like, do you think this is going to set him back in the QB battle, or like, how do you think this is gonna go?
Dude, what if the Patriots are doing this on purpose so Mac Jones could get the job?
Mac Jones is starting really soon. Like, I think Cam's gonna start for a bit, right? Then Mac is probably gonna take over like week 6, week 7, or unless Cam has a bad game, then he'll take over.
Cam is doing good in the preseason.
Yeah, Cam's doing pretty good, but I don't understand this whole like misunderstanding. Like, if he got a medical medical approval to me, right? How does he violate how does he misunderstand the COVID protocols?
Yeah, exactly. It's very odd.
It's very odd, honestly. And if I'm Cam, I'm annoyed, like massively annoyed right now. So yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens with this, but I think Cam's starting week 1 still.
Oh yeah. About the preseason running backs. I want to talk about Kylan Hill.
Yeah.
He's killing it for Green Bay.
Okay, so is he gonna be the RB3?
I mean, yeah, dude, our running backs are stacked.
Yeah, you got Aaron Jones, you got AJ Dillon, and you got Kylan Hill.
We got running backs for days.
Yeah, it's good stuff. But now back to Cam. Like, Mo, do you think Cam's starting week 1, or do you think he's?
Yeah, I think he would. I think he will.
How does he perform?
I mean, I forgot who they play week 1. Oh, they play the Dolphins. Man, that's gonna be a tough game.
Yeah, division rivalry. And I don't know. I just feel like Cam, this is like he has to prove to people he can play. Like,
I mean, that Patriots offense did improve a lot.
Yeah, look. Here's how I see it for Cam. Right, if Cam Newton plays really good this year, here's what I think happens. Cam will go play somewhere else, and I feel like I know where he's gonna go.
Washington.
Yeah, for sure. He's gonna go there. And Mac Jones will be the starting quarterback. And do I think Mac Jones is going to be fine? I think he's going to be fine. Like when he starts eventually, I think he's going to be fine. I don't think he's going to be like this amazing quarterback. I think he's going to be just fine.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with Cam in the next few weeks, in the next 5 days, actually, because he's not practicing for 5 days. So we'll see what happens with that. Next up, we got to talk about Larry Fitzgerald, Arizona Cardinals wide receiver and legend, actually. Apparently, he has no urge to play right now. So I want to ask you, is Larry Fitzgerald hanging up the cleats, or do you think he's going to come back?
Unfortunately, yeah, I do think he's going to retire.
How
he
soon?
has nothing else to prove. Like, he's a top 5 receiver of all time. He already cemented his legacy on the field.
Just wish he won a ring, sadly.
Like, he had his chance, but like Kurt Warner threw a pick 6.
Yeah, it's tough. But yeah, I mean, if Larry Fitzgerald does retire, I mean, he has nothing to prove anymore at this point. He's already proven to be a top 5 wide receiver in the game. He's done a lot for the game. He's done a lot for the city of Arizona. I mean, not the state of Arizona.
One of the most loyal players of all time.
Yeah. Stuck it out for his team through thick and thin, played with a bunch of backup quarterbacks until he got decent quarterbacks, or then he got crappy quarterbacks, and then he got Kyler Murray. Do I wish that Larry Fitzgerald left and went and played somewhere else? Absolutely. I think he should have left. But I mean, loyalty just stems so like much for him, he's just such a loyal player. Like I'm pretty sure, like saying this right now, if JJ Watt wanted to, I'm pretty sure he would have finished his career in Houston if things didn't go south there. Because when you think of Houston, you think of JJ Watt, you know what I'm saying? Because of all he's done for that franchise. But Larry, he has like nothing to prove. Like, I really wish him the best in retirement. Hopefully he gets involved in like TV or something, because I feel like he'd be a really good commentator. I feel like that'd be a lot of fun to watch, or like an analyst, if I'm being honest with you. Or a coach.
He'd be a sick coach.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I don't know if he's like open to doing that.
He got time. I mean, he can leave the door open for that. But yeah, if this is the end for Larry, I mean, good career to you. Hats off to you. And if you do retire tomorrow or whenever you retire, wish you nothing but the best because you've done a lot for the game of football.
First ballot Hall of Famer.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let's talk about the Ravens for a bit. So Lamar Jackson was asked by a reporter today if the NFL figured him out, and he said he strongly doubts that he's been figured out. So I like the confidence from him.
I mean, I think it's a stupid statement.
Uh-huh. Do you
Because
think it's
like,
wait? Do you think it's a stupid question, or do you think it's a stupid statement, or do you think it's a little bit of both?
I mean, it's not really a dumb question. I mean, obviously he's not gonna be like, no, yeah, they figured me out. Obviously, he's not gonna say
Yeah,
that.
if he said that, that's just stupid. Like he's just gonna look
Yeah.
like an idiot.
But I mean, I guess it's a dumb question. Because like, I mean, his first year or his second year.
Yeah.
His second year, like obviously no one figured him out. But I feel like no. I feel like they haven't figured him out. They figured the play calling out.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Like if the play calling was better last year, like who knows? But also COVID played a big role in that. But basically, like if you call the same plays over and over again, if you're gonna call a run down the middle like 50 times, then 50 times like the defenses are gonna stack like 7-8 guys in the box and stop it.
Yeah. And like I mean, obviously, as we know, the Ravens play calling is very predictable. But yeah, I mean, yeah. So I don't think they figured him out. They figured out the play calling.
How do you think Lamar is going to do this year in 2021? What are your expectations?
I think he'll do. I mean, he got better receivers.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he'll do fine as long as he stays healthy.
And I think it's the play calling that's really big too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
he needs to stop getting COVID though.
Yeah, I know. Second time getting COVID.
Good thing it was right before the season.
Imagine. Well, I mean, look, like if he wants to sign a massive extension in Baltimore, like, you know what I mean? He has to stop getting sick, being honest with you. Like, you know, you want to, okay, like you don't have to answer if you took the vaccine. I think no one really needs to know if you did. I think that's just, you should keep that to yourself. Like, that's just my opinion.
Every NFL reporter asks that.
Yeah, because they just want everyone to be vaccinated, which is like, I'm not going to tell you to get vaccinated or not. If you want to, go ahead. If you get sick, just know, like, you know, what happens when you're sick, right?
I mean, it did get FDA approved, so.
Yeah, it did. So it got approved today. So will they get it? I don't know. But anyways, like it just does not, if he's going to keep getting sick then, and it's going to cost games, because remember, the NFL is really strict, especially with college football as well. Very, very strict with COVID outbreaks now. If you cannot field a team to play on Sundays or Saturdays if it's college football, if you cannot field a team to play, then you forfeit the game, which no one wants.
Which conference is doing that?
The SEC is doing. In college,
Yeah.
The SEC is doing that. They said we're not rescheduling games. If you have a bunch of players, if you have an outbreak, you lose the game, you forfeit.
Then we need to talk more of that on Friday.
We really do. So we'll see what happens with that, because the NFL is the same thing. Like we talked about the vaccinated and unvaccinated like rules. We talked about that and how they're like completely skewed. So,
yeah.
So I mean, if Lamar wants to get a big extension, like he really needs to watch himself. He needs to be careful out there. Even if he doesn't get vaccinated, he just needs to be careful. So, but yeah.
I needs to learn how to take a poo before a game.
Hey, he won the game, right?
I know, but he did not get cramps, whatever he got. He obviously had to take a crap.
Yeah, I know. That's funny.
But I mean, he won the game. It was pretty clutch.
Yeah, it is.
That was probably game of the year last year.
Yeah, it was a big game. That was a fun game to watch.
I remember watching it.
Yeah, me too. Great, good game. Very good game. I was worried the whole time. I'm like, man, we're gonna lose. Lamar comes back out, and then
I mean, Tracer Sorley, like he literally got hurt. You guys had no QBs.
Yeah. Yeah, Ravens QB situation is not great.
Do they still have RG3?
No, he's done.
Oh.
We have Hundley.
Oh,
he's like Lamar, but like he's not Lamar. Like he's a running court, he's a scrambler, he's a good athlete, but like he's not like Lamar. He's like, you know, it's like a downgrade of Lamar, basically. Like, no offense to him. Like, I'm pretty sure he's a better football player than me, but like, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next up, let's talk about Tim Tebow. So he just got cut by the Jaguars. Fun run. People bought his jerseys. Made a lot of money off that. Mo, I want to ask you, what happens to Tim Tebow next? Does he get another chance to play in the NFL, or do you think that he goes back to ESPN?
Hell no, he's not gonna get another chance. Are you kidding me? Did you see how he blocked? Oh
How's he,
my god.
bro? If you're like, I understand that you're like, you used to be a quarterback, right? But if you're gonna transition to a tight end, and tight ends block,
and he's old too.
look at all the tight ends that block, right? George Kittle, not Travis Kelce, not Noah Fan. Who else blocks? Who's another good blocking tight end?
Mark Andrews.
Yeah, like those guys, right? You want to be like that. You have to block. If you're gonna miss blocks, then you should not be playing tight end. But then again, like what else can he play at this point? He could gain a little bit more weight and be an offensive lineman.
No, hell, dude, that'd be so funny to watch.
That'll be funny and it'll be really weird. So yeah, I think Tim Tebow's done. I think, look, he got his chance, right? It just didn't work out, and sometimes that happens. So he got ESPN. He has enough money. He's made a good money, from being in the NFL, from playing a bit in the NFL, and also he from ESPN. He gets paid pretty good there. So nothing to be ashamed of.
I mean, at least he got his chance, I guess. I mean, it's kind of cool seeing him in the NFL, but he's not a.
Nah, there's nothing wrong with that, honestly. At least he got to try it out one more time at a different position, and it just didn't work out. So, but I will say this: if he did this 10 years ago, I think he would still be not playing now, but I'm pretty sure he would have lasted a bit longer in the league. I'll be honest with you. Taysom Hill's type of player, that's what he should have been.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So we'll see what. Well, Tim Tebow will just see him on ESPN every Saturday then. Yeah. Next up, let's talk about Robby Anderson. So he got a 2-year extension worth $29.5 million. Mo, I want to get your thoughts on this. Robby Anderson is a very underrated wide receiver. He just needs good quarterback play. Just want to get your thoughts on this. Is this good for the Panthers? And how do you see this going forward?
I think it's very good for the Panthers. I'm glad they were able to secure one of their best receivers, Speedy. I'm glad he got it. He deserved it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, remember with the Jets? I mean, he did good with the Jets with nothing. Literally did not have nothing. And also, he's playing with Sam Darnold again. So
yep. They're reunited.
I mean, anything can happen, right? I mean, they got him, they got DJ Moore. I mean, the Panthers receivers are kind of underrated, if I'm being honest with you. I got a couple of underrated players there. DJ Moore is a 1,000-yard receiver with Teddy Bridgewater. And that says something. So
they're gonna be a hit or miss team.
Yeah, it's either they're gonna be they can be a wild card team, or they're not going to win the division, but they could be a wild card team, or they can be mid.
Yeah, I agree.
That's pretty much it.
The NFC is just too good.
Yeah, it's too many good teams, man. Too many good teams. So yeah, congrats to Robby Anderson on signing that extension. Next up, we got to talk about the Bears. Look, QB battle it's getting really annoying to me right now at this point, right? Okay, no offense to Andy Dalton, he was good in 2015, but now he's not the Bears, he is not the one. Remember a few months ago, we were talking about how the Bears were so close to getting Russell Wilson and they didn't. And Russell Wilson actually wanted to play in Chicago.
And he wants to play for the Raiders.
Right?
And the Cowboys.
Yeah. You remember that?
Yeah.
If I was a Bears fan that day, I would have been so annoyed to find out that instead of getting Russell Wilson, they signed.
Remember the tweet? It was welcome to our QB, or welcome to Chicago at Andy Dalton. All the Bears fans were so mad.
Yeah, imagine if they got Russell Wilson. I think that would have been kind of decent.
Well, I mean, I'm glad because the Bears are a joke. Their front office is a joke. Everything about them.
Why do they have so many tight ends? They have 5 tight ends or something.
They have Cole Kmet, Jimmy Graham for some reason.
They have like another guy as well. I don't know. I don't know who they are. Anyway, like all I know is like they like Titans. So Mo, let me ask you this QB battle, right? It should be Justin Fields, shouldn't it? Shouldn't he be starting week 1?
Yeah, he's better than Andy Dalton.
Like,
Andy Dalton's trash.
what do you think is like the Bears? Like, what do you think the coaching staff is thinking? Like, what is their thought process in all of this?
I mean, I feel like deep down they want to start Justin, but like they want to keep Andy Dalton in because for the experience, I get, or because of the experience.
Yeah, I mean, look, if the Bears, right, if Andy Dalton plays like really bad, like in week 2, like he's getting benched. Like, and Justin Fields is gonna come in. Like, I feel like Justin Fields brings a different like spark. I feel like he has a chip on his shoulder. He's supposed to be like a top 4 pick or a top 5 pick, and he didn't get picked there. He got picked at number 11. He feels kind of disrespected. So I really do think Justin Fields in Chicago, if they can surround him with good offensive line, because their offensive line is still really bad. But like, I feel like the offensive players are there. Darnell Mooney, Allen Robinson, David Montgomery, very good players.
Yeah.
And Cole Kmet, he's kind of decent too. They have the offense. It's just now like, okay, look, we need offensive line. We need a quarterback. Because honestly, if in 2000, when did they start getting good? Like 2000, when did they win the division? 2019 or 2018? 2018. They won the division. And if they had a better quarterback than Mitch Trubisky, they would have done a lot better.
I mean, Mitch Trubisky did make the Pro Bowl that year.
Yeah, that's really strange. It's strange when you think about it. But yeah, like,
I mean, he is the NIP.
Yeah, he is. He is the MVP. The MVP.
Yeah, the MVP.
The MVP. I can't believe they aired an NFL game on Nickelodeon.
That was so funny.
Yeah, that was really funny. And I remember like someone someone was cursed through the ref's mic and it got through on Nickelodeon. That's so funny.
It was cool, like when they scored a touchdown, because like slime would come out.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they do it on a playoff game though. That's like weird.
Yeah, I mean, I thought if it was like a regular, like, I don't know, like a week 4 game where no one's like really looking forward to it, I think it would have been okay. But yeah, I think Justin Fields should start, in my opinion. Like, he should start like week 1. Like, he's ready.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see what happens with the QB battle in Chicago. Next up, we got to talk about the Colts quarterback. Got to talk about Carson Wentz. Now, remember, he hurt his foot and he was supposed to be out for like 5 to 11 weeks. And we were all, him and Quentin Nelson, by the way, too, because they both got the same injury. But apparently last Monday, Carson Wentz returned to practice in a limited capacity, but this is a good sign. So, Mo, do you think Carson Wentz is starting week 1? Do you think he's going to play week 1? Because it looks like he is to me.
I mean, Adam Schefter said that, right?
Yeah, he's on. Yeah, he did. He said he's on track to play week 1. Like, what do you think? Like, do you actually think, or do you think he's going to be set back for like a couple weeks?
I mean, if I was a Colts fan, I would be like so relieved.
Yeah, I bet the Colts fans are all on like suicide alert. I bet they were.
What about
like,
Quentin Nelson though?
I think they're both. No, Quentin Nelson said he's not even going to miss week 1. He said, "I'm going to be back week 1." He literally said that like in like an interview.
Dang,
So, like,
I mean, they're gonna be straight then.
Hey man, I mean, rehab. They're doing it. I bet they're doing it like nonstop. Like, they want to be out there. And Carson Wentz too. You got to think about it like this. He has a lot to prove. Look, he went from being, he almost won an MVP. He pretty much like played in 2017, like lights out. Nick Foles took them to the Super Bowl. And then after that, everything just went down south. I don't know if it was management. I don't know if it was him. I felt like it was a little bit of management, in my opinion. Like, I don't think they drafted well. They didn't put the right players around them. Like, they totally regressed from winning the Super Bowl. Like, they regressed massively, and they should have won. They should have at least been like, they had the potential to be like some kind of dynasty, because like, look, the culture they were bringing to Philly, like it was like, okay, look at this underdog story. Like, people want to go play in Philly now because of this. But because of coaching, and I don't know if it was all Doug Peterson's fault. I really don't know. I just think it's more management, the GM. I really don't. I think like he lost his luster. He missed out on a
Didn't
lot of
they
picks.
like make a lot of dumb moves?
Did not pick Justin Jefferson. Don't know why. They picked Jalen Reagor.
And they didn't get DJ Metcalf or DK Metcalf.
And they didn't get DK Metcalf. They got JJ Arcega-Whiteside, who
Or AJ Brown.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying, basically. So Carson Wentz has a lot to prove. I'm on team Carson Wentz, by the way. I'm like, I want to see this guy ball out. I want to see him lead a really good Colts team because the Colts really do need a quarterback. And if Carson Wentz can actually lead the Colts, like, I'm not going to say like to Super Bowl. They could make Super Bowl because, I mean, I think they're good enough to, like, with the right quarterback play. Like, they have the team to do it. You're just getting all the pieces together and getting them right. If he does get them to the playoffs and he does play really well, like, I think it's a win for the Colts and for the Eagles. Actually, it's pretty much a win-win for both because, I mean, the Colts got a good quarterback and the Eagles got a first-round pick.
Yep.
So, but yeah, I think Carson Wentz coming back week 1. If not, like week 2 or 3.
See, like it's soon.
Absolutely.
It's not like a few weeks ago when they said, "Oh, he's gonna miss like half the season."
Yeah, that would have been tragic.
That would have sucked. I want to see Carson Wentz succeed. I actually like Carson Wentz.
Me too. I really did. Like, I just really think he just did not have like he just didn't have the team to, like, it's not, I'm not saying like he didn't have the team. Like, the team was good. I just feel like he didn't have the right pieces around him. I felt like the coaching staff really gave up on him too quick. The GM did not put the right players together.
That's the thing about the Eagles. Like, they give up so fast on a player.
Yeah, and where they thought he was going to be their franchise savior. You know, their franchise
Like,
quarterback.
they're trying to get like QBs, even though they already have Jalen Hurts. Like,
yeah, and I'm a big Jalen Hurts fan, so I hope they don't do him dirty too.
Yeah.
So yeah. Next up, we got to talk about the Cowboys-Rams. So there was a scuffle in practice between Dallas offensive lineman Connor Williams and our guy Aaron Donald. They got in a scuffle. And Mo, do you want to know who won the battle?
Aaron Donald lost.
Imagine Aaron Donald losing a battle like that. Aaron Donald destroyed him.
Dude, why are people messing around with Aaron Donald?
Like, I don't even know. Like,
literally look at him. Like, why are people trying to fight him, thinking they're tough? He's literally like probably the most athletic player like we've ever seen.
Athletic defensive lineman, honestly, we've ever seen.
Yeah, he's like 6 foot.
Is he like 6'5"? He's 6. Nah, he's not. That's basketball size.
Oh, he's like 6'6".
I think he's like 6'5". I think he's 6'5", dude.
He's like 350 pounds.
He is 6'1", 284.
Dang.
6'1", 284.
He doesn't look 284.
Yeah, he doesn't. And guess how old he is?
How old?
30.
Dang, he can still play for a long time.
He can still play, bro. I think honestly, Aaron Donald can be really good for the next like 4 years still. Like, he's still going to be a baller for the next 4 years.
He's like the best player in the NFL, like, or non-QB in the NFL.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, I agree with you on that. But yeah, like Aaron Donald, like, remember when someone tried to pick a fight with him, like at a club or something? Remember we were talking about that?
Yeah.
Okay, what happened to the guy?
He got destroyed.
Yeah, exactly. Who messed with Aaron Donald, right? Connor Williams should have known that from the beginning, right? So,
bro. I mean, never forget Aaron Donald's 2018 season.
Never forget that.
He literally went off.
He did. But yeah, just had to mention that for a bit. And yeah, Cowboys.
Did you see like that picture of like 4 like linemen blocking Aaron Donald?
Yeah, he has to get quadruple teamed because of how good he is.
Yeah.
That's how good he is, just quadruple teamed. So yeah. Don't mess with Aaron Donald. That's exactly what you shouldn't do. So next up, let's talk about Jamal Adams, right? So I remember back a few months ago, he was talking about, hey, I want to get paid. He becomes the highest paid safety, signing a 4-year, $70 million contract with Seattle. Mo, I want to ask you, like, do you think this is a good move by Seattle, or do you think it's like a big waste?
I think it's a good move. I mean, like, I feel like Jamal Adams, he's like extremely overhated. Like
Yeah.
blitz boy. Like, I mean, like obviously he's not a good cover safety, but he's like a ball hawk. Like he's very good at getting sacks. I mean, I don't know why he doesn't move to linebacker. I feel like he'd be a better linebacker.
Yeah, me too. I feel like he would be a crazy good linebacker. Like, I think,
I mean, Seattle already have good linebackers, so
yeah, Bobby Wagner is still like really good. Like,
yeah.
really, really good. But like, I think it was the right move. I think like Seattle's defense is so like is not that great. And they really got to keep the pieces together if they really want to go at it for a Super Bowl. Like, because Russell Wilson can't do it all on his own.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm fine with it. I think that Russ could have maybe, I don't know, restructured his contract. But I mean, Russ wanted him to sign. He wanted Jamal Adams to sign. What about like Dewan Brown? I don't even know if he signed, honestly. The offensive lineman for Seattle.
Well, I mean, that's a huge piece. They need to sign him. Oh yeah.
No, yeah, he's not. He's
Speaking
not.
of Russell Wilson, I saw like this tweet where this guy said if Russell Wilson didn't have a ring, he would be another version of Philip Rivers.
Yeah, I read that a long time ago too. And I 110% agree with that.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, look, right? He's playing a long time in the league. Philip Rivers has had his chances in the playoffs. Remember 2007 AFC Championship game where the Chargers were up and they blew a lead against the Patriots, which got the Patriots to the Super Bowl to lose to the New York Giants. And I would have said, hey, Russell Wilson's had his chances to win a Super Bowl, and he didn't. So yeah, I mean, he would be a version of Philip Rivers. I wouldn't disagree with it. That's not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I think like Philip Rivers is still a very good quarterback. He played a long time in the NFL, and I think that if you played on the same team for a long time, which he did, and then went to the Colts, and he's still open to coming back, I think he's had a successful career, even if he didn't win a Super Bowl.
I mean, but like Russell Wilson, he's been consistent his entire career.
Yeah, I mean, but Philip Rivers hasn't been like, I mean, when he was with the Chargers before, like he hasn't been that bad. I like he's one of the toughest quarterbacks I've ever seen. And it's not like a knock on Russell Wilson that he didn't win. Like he's like a version of Philip Rivers. Like that's a bad thing. It's just him being like, oh, he didn't win any Super Bowls. So he just be like Philip Rivers. Like I don't really know who else you can compare him to. Like you can't really compare him to Michael Vick either. Because Michael Vick didn't win a Super Bowl.
He didn't play that long either.
Yeah, he played from like 04 to like, and then he got arrested in like 2007.
He played like 8 years.
Yeah.
If he like stayed in the league, if he didn't get arrested, he probably would have played like 10 or 12 years.
With the Falcons still?
Maybe. I mean, they were gonna sign him. Like, remember that contract they're about to give him?
Yeah, he would have been on the Falcons for sure. But yeah,
I wonder how he would have done.
Because those 2 years were lost. Those are like 2 years gone. Who knows? But like, I would have just told you, like, yeah, he's probably not going to win the Super Bowl. Like, just because, like,
he literally had no help.
His defense was so bad.
The defense on the line as well.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, like, yeah, like I think Russell Wilson would have been a version of Philip Rivers like that because he would have played a long time in the league and doesn't have a Super Bowl. But like, can't really like, because I used to be that guy that's like, oh, because this guy has more Super Bowls than him makes him better, which is like awful. That's like saying Eli Manning is better than Dan Marino because Eli Manning has 2 rings and Dan Marino has 0, even though Dan Marino was one of the best quarterbacks of when, like the 70s and 80s. Like he was amazing.
Yeah.
So no, I would have said that too. I would have agreed with that tweet. I don't know, like what would your comparison be?
Who's another QB that they played a long time but they didn't get any rings?
That's a tough one. That is a tough one. You have to go back. I can't. I don't think it's recent either. I think you got to go way back. I mean, not Cam, right?
I mean, I think they are similar in a way.
I think they're a little bit similar too. So yeah, but like, let's get back to like Jamal Adams. Like, I think it's a good move. I think just to maintain, keep the core. I think it was a good move to like keep him. I think that just not letting him walk would have been a dumb decision. So that's how I feel. But yeah, I think we got to continue that Russell Wilson thing for like another day, because like that's actually a very interesting topic to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about a little bit. Okay, last news before we get into our NFL team predictions. Let's talk about Carl Lawson. He recently signed with the Jets. He's supposed to have a big breakout year because he did really good in Cincinnati. Goes to the Jets, tears his ACL. Really sad to see, because he used to play for Auburn. Obviously, we've talked about how big of Auburn fans we are. Like, what does this mean for Carl Lawson, though? Do you think he's going to bounce back, or do you think like that's it? I think he's going to bounce back.
Yeah, definitely.
In my opinion, like, look, Carl Lawson has had injury problems at Auburn before. He's always been injury prone, not like massive injuries, but like, like little injuries. Like he would always get banged up. Like it's just a common thing. Like he just always did. But I don't think this is the end for him. I think he's going to come back next year and he's going to have a hell of a season. He's going to show the Jets why they paid him that much money.
Yep.
So yeah, hopefully Carl Lawson, you get better. And we hope to see you on the field really soon. And now we are on our NFL schedule predictions. All right. Are we ready for this? I wonder which schedules we're going to do. Here we go. So we've done a few, like I remember the teams we did. So I'll let you know if I get the same team again, we're just not going to do them. So here we go. Spinning in 3, 2, 1. All right. Who's that? Hold on. I can't even see that team. Is that the Ravens? Didn't we do the Ravens?
I don't think so.
We did the Steelers, didn't we?
Yeah.
We did the Steelers. All right. Let's eliminate them then. All right. We did the Steelers. All right. The Ravens, my team. Yeah. All right.
Oh my God, that's gracious.
All right. Here we go. I'm going to try to not be biased in this, but like, this is going to be, I'm going to actually, let me pull up on the ESPN because I don't like looking on Google because I want to know where they play on, like, if they play on like Thursday Night Football or Sunday Night Football or something. Like, I want to know. So.
I'm going to go to the Baltimore Ravens website.
All right. Nope. I'm on ESPN. So, oh, you are? Okay. That's fine. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay. Week 1.
All right. Week 1, we got Baltimore going to Las Vegas to play in Allegiant Stadium. For the first time, they're going to have full fans in their brand new stadium. Mel, who do you got in this game? You got the Ravens or you got the Raiders?
I got the Ravens. I don't like the Raiders at all this year.
Why?
I mean, I feel like they just make dumb moves in the offseason. They don't really capitalize.
Do you think they reach too much in the draft?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they don't know how to draft at all.
Yeah, they don't. Like, I mean, I didn't hate the Josh Jacobs pick. I really didn't hate it. I hated a Cleveland Farrell pick. I didn't really like that. I thought him being a top 4 pick was way too high.
Who's that?
He's like a defensive lineman from Clemson.
Is he bad?
I don't think he's bad, but I don't think he's top 4 worthy. That's just my opinion. So,
yeah, they reach a lot in the draft.
Yeah.
And the defense is still really bad.
Look, they got Kenyon Drake. They made some improvements actually not improvements. Actually, they lost a lot of offensive linemen. I'm kind of worried for Derek Carr against the Ravens. So I think Gruden's trying to kill Derek Carr, like how the Texans killed David Carr. I don't know, but anyways, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go with the Ravens on this one. I really do think that the Ravens are, first off, a better coach team, right? John Harbaugh is a lot better than John Gruden. Sorry, John Gruden should be on ESPN commentating games. He should not be calling this game. And I really think the Ravens, like, their roster is a lot better. I mean, like, the offensive line, yeah, like, they have some duds on there. But overall, like, I think it's going to be fine. I think the run game is still going to be really good with J.K. Dobbins. Our corners are probably the best corners in the league, in my opinion. And
they start off Monday night.
Yeah, we're on Monday Night Football. First game, September 13th. So I'm going to go with the Ravens spoiling the Raiders' first game with full fans at home. That's what I'm going to go with. So I'm going to go 1-0. Week 2, they play Kansas City at home on Sunday Night Football. This would be a fun game to go to, but I don't think I'm going to go to it because it's at night. Mo, who do you got in this one? You got the Ravens or you got the Chiefs?
I got the Chiefs. I mean, it's pretty obvious that the Chiefs like own the Ravens. I mean, last year, like they destroyed them pretty much. So yeah, I mean, I got Kansas City.
Wow, you just had to go in on the Ravens like
I'm
that.
sorry.
Look,
I'm sorry.
I know. Look, I agree with you. The Kansas City has made their team astronomically better. They improved the offensive line. They improved the offensive line. Like, so now Patrick Mahomes has that protection. Look, I'm still more like this could be anyone's game because like the Ravens defense is going to put up a fight. If they let like Travis Kelce or Tyreek Hill like get loose, then obviously it's going to be Chiefs all day. I don't think this is going to be like last year where the Chiefs absolutely outplayed the Ravens. I think it's going to be a closer game, but I got the Chiefs in this one, and I'm going to give it like a 3-point game.
Yeah.
All right. Week 3, they play at Detroit. I'm going to go with the Ravens. Detroit sucks.
Yeah, they suck. Oh, I forgot. They play the NFC North.
Yeah, we play you guys. We play your division this year. So I'm going to look. I mean, obviously, like the Ravens are a lot better than Detroit. Look, Detroit got a new coach. They got Jared Goff. Their offensive line's probably going to be really good. So there's that. But
I mean, Jared Goff just sucks.
They have no receivers to throw to. They only have TJ Hawkinson. Like, I would not be high on Detroit at all. Like, if you pick Detroit to win this game, then something is wrong with you. I'm going with the Ravens, and it's not even going to be close. And I'm pretty sure you picked the same thing.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Week 4, they play at Denver. Man, okay, I think this is going to be a trap game. I'll tell you why. It's very hard to play in Denver because of, the atmosphere and all that stuff. And I'm not going to lie to you. Denver is still a really good team. The problem is the quarterback. Yeah. That's it. They're a really good team. Like, they are stacked in a lot of positions.
I mean, imagine they had Justin Fields right now.
Right? I mean, yeah, I would say the same thing because, I think Justin Fields would be starting right now over Drew Lock. Or maybe, like, Drew Lock would start and then he would, like, lose the job. But, yeah, like, I don't know what to think about Drew Lock. I'm not high on him. Like, I think he's, like a number 30 or number 30 for 31st ranked quarterback. Like, I'm not high on him. But I think this game's going to be very close. Like, I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be a very close game. But I'm going to go with the Ravens to win this one.
Yep, I agree. I got the Ravens.
Yeah, so because like it's just Denver's really hard to play there. Even if Denver's like really terrible, it's really hard to play in Denver.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Denver pulls off an upset.
Yeah, me too. I wouldn't be surprised either. That's why I think it's going to be a close game. So even if they do, even if Denver does win, it's like not. I don't think it should shock a lot of people, in my opinion. But yeah, I got the Ravens winning this one, week 4. Week 5, they play against Indianapolis.
It's gonna be a great game.
Another Monday Night Football game. So already in the span of 5 weeks, they've had 3 primetime games. They play the Colts at home, Monday Night Football. Mo, who do you got?
I honestly don't know who I got. It's gonna be a game.
Yeah.
Both teams have great defenses. I think it just goes down on the QBs. How's Carson Wentz going to play?
Yeah, I think if Carson Wentz plays really good, I think they have a great shot at winning. If he plays really bad, then it's going to be game over.
Yeah.
So I'm going with the Ravens. I think that last year, like, look, I know they had Phillip Rivers, right? Last year, they could not do anything against Baltimore. Like, they could not at all. And like, yeah, the Colts can get like a little bit of revenge. I think better quarterback play will show that. But for now, I got the Ravens taking this one. And they're at home.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Baltimore. But it will be a very good game.
Very good game, very close game. So, yeah. Next up.
Another good game.
They play the Chargers at home. And this will be a fun game to go to, by the way. Oh, my God.
Okay. A lot of fun matchups.
They do. So the Chargers, they made a lot of good improvements. They drafted well. They got an offensive lineman, which is really good. They got a new head coach. How do you feel about the Chargers defense in 2021?
I mean, they still have Joey Bosa. They got Derwin James coming back. If he can stay healthy, like he'll go off. You know what? I think I got the Chargers winning this.
Okay.
I just feel like Justin Herbert is just gonna go off.
And also, like, the Chargers have a really good wide receiver core.
Yeah, exactly. They got Mike Williams, Keenan Allen.
Also, if Austin Eckler stays healthy, I mean, he's there too.
Yeah, I mean, they got the pieces.
They do got the pieces, and they got the quarterback. They got the quarterback right. So, I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I don't think the Ravens. Something is gonna happen this game where I just think the Ravens are just not gonna play up to par. It could go either way, but I'm not high on the Ravens winning this game. I really think the Chargers, like, look, they got a lot to prove. They lost so many close games last year. And I think the reason they lost those games is because of coaching. In my opinion, it's coaching. It's not the players,
Exactly.
it's coaching.
They had so many, like the game against the Raiders.
Yeah.
When Marcus Mariota won.
Yeah. Look, like, that's why in the offseason, when they hired their new coach, who's the Rams DC, I'm pretty sure they asked him, look, you're up by 7, 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left in the game. What is your plan? I think that's what they asked him. Because look, losing games in the fourth quarter are the most painful thing, especially when you have the lead. It's the worst thing.
Yeah.
So I think the Chargers are going to learn a lot from that. And I think that they're going to win games that they should win. They're not going to lose the games that they shouldn't win. Like, they're going to win those games. Like, they're not going to just pow down and like have a lead and then they lose it. I don't think they're going to do that. So
I agree. I think the Chargers are going to make a big leap.
Me too. I'm high on the Chargers as well. I got the Chargers win this game, but it's going to be close in my opinion. I don't think it's going to be a blowout.
Yeah.
Next up, the Ravens. They play the Bengals. First meeting in Baltimore.
I got the Ravens.
I got the Ravens. I'm really worried about the Bengals. I'm worried about Joe Burrow. I'm worried about Jamar Chase. Like, what do you like? What is it with the Bengals? Like, management's really that bad, aren't they?
Yeah, they have no O-line.
Sadly, no O-line. Like, it's tough.
Their defense is pretty iffy.
Yeah, Trey Hendrickson, I don't know if I like that pickup. They lost William Jackson. They lost a few pieces, honestly. So, yeah, I got the Ravens in this one. I just think the Ravens are just astronomically better. And then they got the bye week 8. And then week 9, they play Minnesota at home. Mo, who do you got in this game?
I got the Ravens.
Yeah, I got the Ravens too. No, I think Justin Jefferson's gonna that matchup's gonna be fun between him and Marlon Humphrey. That's gonna be a great matchup.
Yeah,
but I just don't.
I mean, this could be a good game though.
I mean, the Vikings have a good roster. Like, now their defense, it was shaky last year, but everyone was hurt. Now, if everyone stays healthy, this will be a different game. But I'm gonna go with the notion that, hey, the Ravens are at home. I really don't like the offensive line in Minnesota, even though they did draft an offensive lineman. Yeah, I'm going with the Ravens on this one.
Yeah.
All right, week 10, they play Miami in Miami on Thursday Night Football. Wow, short week. Mo, who do you got on this one? Do you think Tua is going to play up the par? Do you think it's going to be like...
This is interesting. I mean, Ravens do have the short week. That's a disadvantage. Why can't they just move Thursday to Friday?
Because high school football is on Friday. But then again, like, yeah, I guess so. But also, like, they want to get out of the game. The game's out faster. So there's another reason for that. But I think I know who I'm going to go with. I think I'm going with the Dolphins on this one.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, unless Tua plays bad.
Unless Tua plays terrible. But the Dolphins are, like, really good. Like, they have good players. They have the right pieces. Maybe the quarterback is just, like, the only like big question mark. But everyone else is good. The offensive line, I like Myles Gaskin. I like Devontae Parker. I like Mike Gesicki. I like the defense a lot. I like Xavier Howard. Like they're good.
Yeah.
So I'm just because it's a short week, I think the Ravens are gonna play. They're gonna play off. I don't think they're gonna play up the par. I think they're gonna lose this game.
Oh yeah, I think Mike what's his name?
Gesicki.
Gesicki. Yeah, I think Gesicki. I think he's a top 5 tight end, honestly.
Oh, so it's your top Kittle, Kelsey, Waller, Hawkinson.
Oh yeah. There's so many good tight ends.
There's a lot of good tight ends now.
Yeah, I'd say Hawkinson, then maybe Andrews, and then like it just
Gesicki.
Gesicki.
You get it right.
He has a weird last name.
You get it right. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I think he's like a borderline top 5.
That's fine. That's actually a really good take. I actually like that take.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next up. Okay, so the Ravens are on the bye. They're not on the bye, but they have obviously a long time off because they played on Thursday night. So they're gonna have about like 10 days rest. They're going to Chicago. So they went to Miami and now they're going to Chicago.
Man, if Justin Fields plays, which I think he will, this will be a great game.
Yeah, that's actually gonna be a fun game to watch. I'm actually looking forward to this one. But I don't know who to pick. Like this is actually very tough. Like it's either Justin Fields is gonna be like a big baller, or I think he's gonna be okay. I think he's gonna be great. But does he make? I think he brings the thing about Justin Fields. I think he brings a big spark to the offense. Like I really do think he brings a big spark. I think he brings the best out of everyone. Allen Robinson, I think with Justin Fields is going to be amazing to watch. Defense, Chicago's defense is still really good.
Oh, the Ravens aren't playing on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's okay.
They played last year on Thanksgiving, right?
Did we? Maybe. I don't even remember. But
Wow.
But yeah, okay, Mo. Like, let's talk about this. This is a tough matchup to like predict. I feel like this is one of the more like interesting matchups on the schedule.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm gonna go with the Ravens because like they're just a better team overall. Because like the Bears O line is still really iffy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean their defense is still good. Chicago's
For sure. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. I just don't. I think Justin Fields is gonna play really good if he starts this game, but I don't think it's gonna be enough for them to get the win. That's exactly how I see it.
I agree.
So yeah. Week after that, they play Cleveland in Baltimore. Sunday night game. Mo, who you got?
Ooh. I got a split. I think Ravens will take one, Cleveland will take one.
Okay, I have a split too. Which ones do they take?
I think Baltimore's gonna take one at Baltimore, and then Cleveland's gonna take one at Cleveland.
That's fine. I agree with that too.
And the Steelers, I predicted the Ravens to win.
I think I predicted a split.
I think I did as well.
I think we both predicted split. So we could just knock off those games as 2-2. That's fine.
Yeah.
Do you want to just skip to the Packers? Because this is a big matchup. So we're going to hate each other on December 19th. I know it's going to be a heated game. It's going to be heated.
You might be here as well.
Yeah. Man, Aaron Rodgers came back. So this makes me think.
I mean, yeah, all that trash talk you had about my team saying, oh, Green Bay's done. Well, guess what, loser? We're going to beat you in week 15.
See about that. Okay, let's talk about this. Let's analyze this, right? So I think that John Harbaugh is a better coach than Matt LaFleur, like for sure.
Okay, what?
Yes.
Actually, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And
I mean, but Jim Harbaugh doesn't even make the play calls.
You mean John?
Whatever his name is, they're both the same people.
He's a player's coach. No, bro. Matt LaFleur does make the play calls. Okay, he's the one that made that call on 4th down where they just.
No, I'm talking about Jim. Or John, whatever.
John. Jim is the one in Michigan.
Yeah, they both suck.
Okay, no, they don't. John Harbaugh's a really good coach. I actually like him a lot.
Jim Harbaugh sucks.
Yeah, I wish he stayed in the NFL. But yeah, this is gonna be a good game. You got potentially like a top 3 defense against a top 3 offense. Obviously, the Packers are a top 3 offense. The Ravens are probably like a top 3 or top 5 defense. It's going to be a great
the
game.
defending MVP, 3-time MVP, Aaron Rodgers himself.
And Aaron Rodgers has a lot to prove. He's mad. He doesn't have a lot to prove. He doesn't have anything to prove, but he wants to win a ring. He's gotten to the point where it's like, hey, let's get this ring. I'm going to go with Green Bay.
Yes.
As much as it kills me to say it, I think that Green Bay, they're on a mission and they're not going to let this game week 15 slip up because this is a potential. This could be like they're trying to fight for the 1 seed. They're trying to get home field advantage. And I don't think that the Packers are going to let up 1 seed. And also anyways, the Packers play in cold weather all the time. So the weather is not going to be a problem.
I mean, I think the best Super Bowl scenario is the Bills-Packers. Packers win 34-25.
So if you guys put the Chiefs, you're going to lose?
Well, I mean, I think that's the better scenario. Packers-Bills is a better matchup.
Yeah. I agree with that. Okay. I agree with that. That's fine. But yeah. Let's continue with that. But yeah, I got the Packers winning. I just think that top 3. They're just top 3 offense. And the defense, maybe it's improved. I don't know. Like the corners besides Jair Alexander, very iffy. Kevin King, like just very iffy. So yeah. Let's talk about next game. They play at the Bengals. I think I don't. Yeah. The Bengals are not it.
Yeah. I mean, at this point of the season, the price tanking. So
they're probably trying to get like a top 3, top 4 pick at this point. Like I would.
Yeah.
So,
dude, the Rams, this has been such a good matchup in the middle of the season. Why is it to be at the end?
Okay, so this is a very interesting. Matthew Stafford is there. Cam Akers out for I don't know. He's on the PUP list. They're saying he's going to come back. I don't know if he actually will. If he does, that's going to be crazy. But they play week 17 in Baltimore in the cold weather. So they're not, and the Rams are not usually used to the cold weather. They're used to playing in warm weather. So I want to ask you, Mo, who do you think takes this? Do you think the Rams are going to win, or do you think the Ravens are going to win?
I think the Ravens are going to win. But I mean, if this is in the middle of the season, this would be such a good matchup.
Yeah, but this is like playoff implications on the line type thing. I actually like this.
I think by the time both teams will be safe.
Who do I want to go with this one? It's very tough. I feel like the Rams got the quarterback they need, Matthew Stafford. They have good receivers. They have a good offensive line. It's okay. Their defense is really good. Man, that's tough. I kind of want to go with the Rams. I don't know. I got a feeling.
Really?
I got a feeling. I don't know. I'm like really high on the Rams. I think the Rams are gonna win.
Wow.
Yeah.
Surprising.
Yeah, very surprising. So yeah, I got the Rams.
I got the Ravens.
Okay. And then after that, we obviously said we're gonna split the Steelers game because that's what we said on our Steelers predictions. We said that we split it. So yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and count my games right now.
Okay, let me count mine.
All right, let me know when you're done with yours.
I had them going 11 and 6.
Okay, I got them going 10 and 7.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, double-digit wins again. Do they make the playoffs with this? I don't know, because last year was really weird with the playoffs. So yeah, but Ravens' schedule was actually interesting. They got a lot of good matchups. It's a lot of fun matchups. that I'm looking forward to seeing. Week 15 is one that I'm looking forward to see. I hope I'm wrong and that the Ravens actually do win instead of the Packers.
Well, you're gonna be wrong.
I picked the Packers though. How would I be wrong?
No, Packers will win.
See about that. But yeah, that's the schedule. 10-7 for me, 11-5 for you. I mean 11-6.
Yeah.
So that is it for the show. Very fun show. And yeah, I can't wait for Friday because we got a lot to talk about college football, alignment stuff, conference alignment. Like that's crazy. We also got college football coming back this weekend. Not the best games, but it's still college football at the end of the day. And so we get to see fans too. So it's going to be pretty nice.
Yes,
So,
sir.
yeah. So please listen to us on Spotify, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, I'm Omar.
And I'm
We will see you guys on Friday.